Alright, before we get to our last topic today, which is virtual background, I have a question for you. Do you like the painting behind me today? Alright, so for some of you might notice, actually this is not the actual painting, okay? Actually, I'm using a function called virtual background, okay? And now I'll show you how my wall actually looks like, okay? Actually, it's a green screen, okay? So, and you might ask, why do you talk about this? Is it really important, or how should I use it in my lesson? Okay. First of all, let's look at the video.
Hello kids, I'm so happy to see y'all here tonight. How are you? Look, where is this place? Our church. Do you miss our church? I hope to see y'all very soon again in church, okay? But we are not going to church tonight. I'm going to bring you to somewhere else. Are you ready? Come, please fasten your seatbelt, okay? Let's go. We are reaching soon. 3, 2, 1. Here we are. You must be thinking, teacher, why are you bringing us here tonight? Because we need to buy shoe. I need your help to choose the right shoe for the right person. Before that, children, do you know why do we need shoe? Sometimes it can be so troublesome to learn right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, which one is which one, and learn how to tie shoelace, right? But they must have a reason. Why do we need shoe? Let me show you photos. Oh, this is the reason why. This will happen if we are walking barefoot on the dry surface. Our feet will get dusty, smelly, muddy. Not only that, we might get injured, right? Due to the sharp object. I see. No wonder we need shoes to protect our feet. Now, let's go and get shoe. Okay, look at the pictures. You see, the children do not have any shoe to go to school. So children, which one should we buy for them? A or B, the high heel? Yes, A, right. Okay, we will get the white shoe. How about the construction workers? Do you think they can wear slipper to walk on the muddy road? Is it safe for them to do that? No, it should be B. Okay, we will get that. Thank you so much. Okay, so children, now we know we need shoes because we want to keep our feet safe, right?
Yeah, so just now the video you watched is one of our children ministry teacher conducting a lesson, okay? So what she actually did was she made a lot of variation or changes, in with the virtual background so that it can be a more interesting lesson, okay? Or even like can see the storytelling to make the kids, to have visual visual input to get them more into the story itself, okay? And I can even show you an example of me doing, okay? For example, just now I did like a introduction, I can say hello. So okay, hi everyone, I'm Pierre Wee. Okay, so I'm very good to share you all today. This is a simple introduction. This is me. Yeah. During this Christmas drama, if you continue to do your introduction, maybe you can, if you want to change the background, that's fine. You just change another picture. For example, this one. This is me. I took on a very interesting challenge this beginning of this year, where I do is a crosstalk. So by having a virtual background at the back and you leave some space at the side where you can be there. So not only you just by word you say the story, not by listening as only, they can also have a visual input that can really see what you are telling, and also they can see your face as well. Okay, this is different from a screen sharing whereby people cannot see your face. Okay, so now I will demonstrate to you how do I make the picture according to what I want to put it as a virtual background. Okay, so the tools I will use is Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, first you insert the picture into the slides, and okay, we can adjust the size of the pictures, usually slightly less than half, and put it on the top right corner or top left corner, okay, according to your preference. And we will leave a blank space, okay, for us to put our head, okay. And what do we do now? Okay, if there's two, okay, two pictures, then you did the same for the second as well. Move it to the side, okay. And what do we do now? Actually, we go to File. There's an option called Export, okay. So we can choose the file format, okay. I will save it as a JPEG file, okay. And whether is it for every slide or current slide, okay. I will make it for every slide, okay. And export in everywhere, anywhere you want, and save it as any name, okay. And export it, okay. Then what do we do now? We go back to Zoom, okay. We can choose virtual background now, okay, because it's already here. I will try to demo how I insert it, okay. So we go to this add image, okay. We'll go to where we save it, okay. For example, save it at workshop, okay. This is my virtual background, okay. This is where I save this, okay. Slide 1 and slide 2, okay. Alright, so depends on how long is your story or what do you want to do, you know. For example, if you're telling a very long story, then you can put it all here first, okay. So as you say the story or, you know, do introduction, then you can change accordingly, okay. As you can see, yeah. So I'm on the side, okay. Let me move to my side first, okay. And you can start your story, you know. Hey, hi, I'm a full-time in church, and this is a picture of me involving in the Christmas. And this is a story. This is a challenge that I took on beginning of this year, you know. You can change according to the story, okay. So this is how we did for the virtual background changes, okay. So now I know you want to know how can we make this green screen, okay. So now I will tell you. Okay, so now let's come back to the topic. How do we make this green screen? You can buy those very expensive where they use in Studio One, those very professional green screen, where I think it's more than 100. Okay, I think you should be able to find it online as well. Okay, but how about the cheap alternative? Okay, I also using the cheap alternative. Okay, so as you can see, actually this is just paper. Okay, I bought like 7 paper, each about 1 ringgit 20 cents. Okay, so total is about 7.20 for me to make this green screen. Okay, so for example, if you cannot permanently put it on a wall where you have to take it down, okay, so maybe you can buy things like, you know, this kind of board, you know, you paste the green screen there, and so it's easier for you to put it up and take it down whenever needed. No problem. Okay, use your creative. Okay, or you can use like, you know, whether, you know, cloth hanger or whatever to hang it up, or, you know, just like your curtain, you know, you just buy a piece of cloth like curtain to put it at the back, or even, you know, green towel work as well. Okay, but you have to think of a way to hang it up lah. Okay, and so you might have a question now, you know? Is it necessary to have it in green color? Before answering this question, I will show you a little tricks, okay? Let me prepare myself first. Why did my body disappear? So this is a little trick that you can use with your kids also, you know. So actually the function of how does this green screen work, basically the camera will recognize a color as a background, whereby the rest of the color they will show it up, and the same color they will hide it. Okay, so actually let me see how I actually looks like right now. Okay, you see, because my screen is green and my shirt is green, so it will automatically hide my body. You know, you'll detect as the same color. It doesn't have to be exactly the same color. Okay, they will still consider as same. Okay, so actually even like this kind of green, 3 different color green, it can also be disappear. Okay, let me show you. Ta-da! You know, all 3 kind of green disappear. Okay, so So after you know how it works, so you understand. Does it necessarily have to be green? No. Why? Because any other color also can. But you must make sure that this color is some color that you don't usually have on you or your shirt. Okay? For example, you cannot use like white color, like because like you recognize your teeth as the same as background, and so when you're talking, you know, your teeth will disappear, you become virtual background as well. Or you cannot use black, if not your hair will disappear. Okay, so make sure you use some color which is not so common. For example, maybe, you know, like purple, light purple maybe, or some other color. But I would say maybe green should be the best, or blue also can. Okay, but you have to make sure lah. For example, you know, because our children ministry, our assistant teacher, their uniform is light green as well. So for them, I would say the best is their virtual background is not green color. If not, their body will disappear, you know. Depends on the color and other consideration that you might need it. Okay, so you can plan what color do you actually need for your green screen or virtual background. Alright, we have one small thing for you to take note regarding this virtual background. Okay, so when we using this virtual background, make sure you tick on I have a green screen. Okay, why is that so important? Okay, let me show you. Okay, when you see I untick it, you see that my edges, you can even see the background color. Okay, and the movement of my hand will be very blurry and the graphic will be very bad lah. Okay, but when I tick on it, you can see that all the details are much clearer now, you know. You don't get to see the very blur edges of me. Okay, so do remember, you know, tick on I have a green screen.